Happy day one of Contemporary-a-thon. It is currently 10 to 5 in the evening or something like that. So Contemporary-a-thon has already got off to an awful start for me. Essentially I wanted to finish Throne of Glass last night and I still have 50 pages left, so I have that to finish. The only thing I've managed to read today is 12 pages of Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda, so not made much progress in that. As well as that, because we're going away at the weekend, I need to have all of my videos scheduled, edited and everything up until at least Sunday, and I'm also at the gym tonight at 7:15, so Contemporary-a-thon is not going well at all so far. Tomorrow night though, I have nothing planned apart from reading. I'm trying to get everything out of the way so I can have a full evening just to read tomorrow. So far, the first book I've started is obviously Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. I'm also hoping to read Archie Volume 1 tonight at some point if I can fit it in, but I will probably not update you again today. This is why I said that the vlog is probably going to go up at the end of the week, because I don't do a lot that's exciting. First thoughts on this: I like it, I guess. The writing style is different than I expected. It's very casual, there's lots of pop culture references. I've only read chapter 1. It dives straight into the story. Like, the first line is that he's being blackmailed, but that's all I really have to say. I've only read 1 chapter. Not sure how much I'll get done tonight, because like I said, I do have 50 pages of Throne of Glass to read, but hopefully I can read the Archie comic, and then that's 1 for 1 as far as I'm concerned for Contemporary-a-thon. Okay, so it is Contemporary-a-thon day 2. I've literally just walked in from work, and last night I didn't really read anything. I powered through Throne of Glass, which obviously does not count for Contemporary-a-thon, but I finished the last 50 pages of that, and now I'm in full Contemporary-a-thon mode. So I'm up to 12 pages of Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda, which I'm hoping to get a big chunk of done tonight. While I was at work on my lunch break today, I did read about 100 pages of Archie Volume 1, which I'm really enjoying. There's something about the art in it that's like really angsty. Like some of the expressions on the characters' faces that I really appreciate, and I'm really enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. My plan for tonight is to read a little bit until dinner. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be reading Simon or finishing Archie. And then when I've had dinner, I want to get through at least half of Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda. I am also going to be doing a quick unboxing on Instagram, because I received this parcel of Canadian chocolate from my lovely friend Najwa today, and I really want to see what's in it, so I'm unboxing this on Instagram. Then when I've got through about half of Simon, I think I'm going to take a break, maybe play some PlayStation or watch last week's episode of Riverdale, because I haven't watched that. And then when I've finished doing whatever I'm doing, I'm probably going to see how far through Simon I can get. So that's all I have to update you on today. I will maybe check in later tonight when I've actually done some more reading. Okay, so it's now about 6:10 and I finished Archie Volume 1. I've given it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. Probably the best graphic novel I've read, but I've only read The Walking Dead apart from this. I'm not a huge graphic novel person because my brain doesn't process visual things very well, which is bizarre because as a job I'm a graphic designer for personalised gifts and stuff. Yeah, that's strange. I can't read diagrams or anything, and I just struggle absorbing things into my brain through pictures. But I really enjoyed that. Loved the characters, loved the art, and that might be a graphic novel series that I want to continue with, maybe in physical format. I've changed into my pyjamas, I've lit some candles, and I have all of my reading supplies right here, and I'll show you what they are. Okay, so the first thing we have is my fluffy A Coat of Mist and Fury blanket. There you are, Resand, my baby. And then we have a packet of coloured pencils, which go with my Happy Planner. And I made myself some printouts, and these are all of the books that I've read so far this year. And the star ratings are colour-coded. And then I also have these for taking notes on specific books, and also some normal note pages at the back. So I keep that with me. I do also have my notebook just up there that I write things in when I'm reading. I obviously have the book, and I have my huge bag of Canadian chocolate that Najwa sent me, which I'm going to dig into while I'm reading. think I'm going to start with a Bueno because they did get a little squished in the post and they're also delicious. So that's that, and I'm just going to get stuck in and I'll update you when I've done some reading. Okay guys, so I'm 62 pages in and I have to say I'm not loving it. First of all, being 62 pages in, there's been a reference to sex 5 times, sort of from the perspective I would imagine. I'd say it's kind of realistic in the way that teenage boys like are obsessed with sex and sex jokes and stuff and cheesy autocorrect penis innuendos and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure I like Simon right now. Blue takes offense really easily, and the way I feel reading this book and the way the characters, should I say Simon specifically, speaks as a narrator gives me the impression of what people think of John Green when they say that no teenager speaks the way John Green's characters do. And I understand that with John Green because they're all like philosophical and like, oh, the stars are secret windows to the universe and all this like pretentious shit. But I kind of did, at least if I didn't talk like that, I did think like that when I was a teenager. But this is more like, I'm a teenager, I'm so cool, I drop a reference in every 3 words, and it just doesn't feel realistic to me. I'm hoping I warm to it soon because I'm not loving it right now. To be honest, I'm only reading this because my best friend recommended it to me. I wasn't actually interested in reading it, so that's maybe why I'm struggling with it so much, because it wasn't something that I thought I would like, and it's turning out that I don't really like it. But I also thought that I would, because contemporary seem to surprise me. Like, I don't think I'll like them, but I end up flying through them and actually really enjoying them. So that's all I have to update you on now. I'm actually going to take a break. I think it's about 7:30. Yeah. So I'm going to spend an hour or so doing something else and then get back to this, and I'll keep you posted. So I got a little bit carried away on PlayStation and ended up playing Final Fantasy X for about 3 hours. It's now midnight. My book is here. I managed to read another 20 pages. Now I'm going to have to go to bed. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get read tomorrow because I'm not going to the gym like I was supposed to. But it is Valentine's Day, so I think we're going to watch some TV and stuff. And I have a busy day at work tomorrow, so I don't think there'll be any reading there. My thoughts on this so far is that there are some things I like about it, but I don't think it flows as quickly as Contemporary normally does for me, and it's not what I expected going into it with the writing style, and there's still a lot of sexual references. Like, Simon just brings it up all the time, which is weird, but whatever. And yeah, I'm going to bed. I'll fill you in tomorrow. Hope you all have a lovely Valentine's Day. Good night. Happy Valentine's Day! Just a quick update to say that I read about 100 pages of Simon at work today, and I am liking it a little bit better, although I still feel like Simon is a sex-obsessed teenage boy, which, you know, maybe kind of the point, but it's just, it's odd. But yeah, I'm liking it a little bit more. Probably going to be a maximum of a 4 stars for me. It's definitely not got 5-star potential for me right now. And I'm on around page 186. I haven't done any reading since I got home from work because it's Valentine's Day, so I'm doing some things with my boyfriend, and I'm just about to get into the bath and I'm going to do a little bit of reading there, and I'll catch you up just before I go to bed. I'll also show you what my boyfriend got me for Valentine's Day because they are super cute. I can already tell that Contemporary-a-thon is kind of going to be a fail for me. I'm going to try and finish this tomorrow, maybe start the Roanoke Girls, and I'll take that away with me at the weekend, as well as this Modern Love. But I'll mainly be reading this Modern Love while I'm away because it'll be a quick read, and also it's not a scary thriller on my romantic weekend away. It's now Thursday and I'm sorry for the shaking, but I'm in the car and I'm on my way home from work. I didn't update you last night because I actually didn't do any reading at all, and I forgot to show you my Valentine's Day present, so I might show you them later. Look how much my phone's jiggling. So I finished Simon and the Homo Sapiens Agenda today, and I gave it 4 stars because towards the end I actually really liked it. It gave me all the feels and it was like super cute. I did only give it 4 stars and not 5 because I had to distract stuff for the fact that I practically hated it at the beginning and Simon was really getting on my nerves. But I really loved that. The writing style was great when I got into it. Simon's obsession with sex still, like, I didn't really appreciate that. But it was really cute. I ended up loving all of the characters. I really like Leah because I am essentially Leah in that I hate everybody apart from like 3 people. And I also really like the dynamic of the friendship group, apart from that obviously Leah essentially moaned all the way through it. Tonight I'm going to be probably starting the Roanoke Girls because it's only, I think it's under 300 pages. So I might... So many bloops. So I might be able to get through a huge chunk of that tonight, and then I think my plan is to take this Modern Love with me when I go away tomorrow, and I'll also take the Roanoke Girls, but my book over the weekend will predominantly be this Modern Love, and I'll wrap up the Roanoke Girls maybe before the readathon ends, but it may run over. And I'm not going to get to Big Little Lies, so there'll definitely be one challenge that I don't complete. But that's all I have for now. I may update you later tonight and try and get around to showing you those Valentine's Day presents. Hello, happy day 5 of Contemporary-a-thon, and like I said, we are away for the weekend and it was a big surprise, and now I finally know where. So let me just show you as much of the room as I can with the selfie angle. We have a 4-poster bed and this view. So this is where I'm spending my weekend. As for reading, I started the Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. I'm on around page 60 of this. I don't really know what the deal with it is yet, aside from that it's quite clear that the patriarch of the family is sleeping with all of his female family members, but I don't know very much about what's going on there yet. And then I'm also on around page 45 of this Modern Love, which, oh my god, I am loving so much. This is the book that's a collection of love letters, and I just want to read you an excerpt. Okay, so, dear Josh, although we are good friends, I don't know how to tell you that I have had the biggest crush on you since the first day I saw you in my English class. I mean, how do I tell you that I like you when I haven't even told anyone that I'm gay? We talk so much and you probably think of it as a normal conversation, but to me, it's more. It's an escape from the reality of a guy who lays in bed wishing that he was in an alternate universe, one in which both him and you would fall in love with each other. I guess that's just wishful thinking. I can accept that we will only be friends, and I just wanted you to know that you're beautiful and I love you. So that's the kind of thing that this book is full of, and oh my god, it's giving me the feels, and I think this is going to be 5 stars. So super excited to finish this. Also, while we're spending the weekend in Scarborough, there are a lot of really good charity shops around here, so I've already gone and gleaned them all. And I'm not going to show you everything I've got because this is pretty much all I've hauled for the month, so it'll completely ruin my book haul, but I will show you the contemporaries. So these were all £1 each, and the first one, while I'm in a bit of a thriller kick, I got The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware, which I think is about a girl who's in cabin 10 and then she isn't, or something. I'm not really sure. Then we have Good Me Bad Me by Ali Land, which is this super shiny one. I've heard that this is a bit predictable and not as good as it was made out to be, but it was really shiny and I'm trying to read more thrillers, so I got it. And the last one is The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George, which I don't know anything about apart from that Natasha from My Reading Is Odd has read it and she really liked it, and I guess it's about a little Paris bookshop. So that's everything for this update. I might update you later today, and I'll talk to you all later. Hello and welcome to Contemporary-a-thon at day 6. As you may have noticed, I've only been actually updating this vlog once a day, which was not intentional, but I haven't actually been doing too much reading. That being said, I haven't read any more of the Roanoke Girls. I'm still on around page 60 of that, but I am on around page 200 of like 230 of This Modern Love by Will Derbyshire. So I aim to have that finished probably in the next hour. Today we went to Whitby, we did some book shopping and other shopping as well. As before, I won't show you all of the books I've got so I don't ruin my haul, but as for contemporaries, I got Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. The only other book I've read by her is Eleanor and Park, which I really enjoyed, so I'm excited to read this, although I don't know when I'll get to it. So that's the only contemporary I got today. We are going out for our Valentine's Day meal in probably about half an hour, so I need to get a little bit ready for that. And also, just a little fun fact for you. You all know I have quite a lot of hair. The one thing I forgot to bring with me was a hairbrush. So I washed my hair last night. I had to comb it through with my fingers and a hairdryer, and then I just put it in a plait, and I've only just taken it out, and it's kind of alright, but if my fingers do get stuck in it. So we're just rolling with that right now, but that is like a complete disaster. As for what I think about this, unless something goes drastically wrong in the last like 30 pages, which it won't, this is a 5-star read and I would highly recommend it. There's just so much emotion in all of these letters and I really, really enjoy it. But that's everything for this update. I would say that I might update you later when I finish the book, but I probably won't. We are heading home tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, whether we're going in the morning or the afternoon, but I don't have a lot planned for Sunday aside from doing the spreadsheet for my giveaway on my Grace and Honey Instagram and possibly editing a video for Tuesday. But apart from that, I have nothing on, so I may just read and play PlayStation all day. And if I manage to finish the Roanoke Girls, which I don't have to hand right now, but if I manage to finish that and there's about 240 pages left, I think it's about a 280 page book, maybe a little bit more, but if I manage to finish that, then I will have one at Contemporary-a-thon, which is really, really surprising considering I've been really, really busy and the week started out horrendously with me not having finished Throne of Glass. That's everything for now, and I'll catch up with you either later or tomorrow. Okay, so I actually came back for another update. I have finished This Modern Love and I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it and I would highly, highly recommend that to fans of poetry and also contemporaries. It's obviously like a non-fiction collection of love letters and it's split into 3 sections. So the first start is like the crush stage of the relationship. The middle part is the like inner relationship stage and the last part are breakup letters, and I really, really enjoyed it. It gave me all the feels and I would just highly, highly recommend it. I'm back into reading the Roanoke Girls now. I've just read a couple of chapters. I'm on page 74, so I have about 200 pages to read today and tomorrow. It's like 9 o'clock now, but I'm not sure how much reading I'll get done tonight. And then I will have completed all 7 challenges for Contemporary-a-thon. So I have completed all of the challenges except Read a Dark or Taboo Contemporary, which this one is for. And then I will be done, which is crazy considering like how terribly I started off the week. All in all, massive success. I mean, even if I don't get this finished, I've still completed 6 and I'm cool with that. So that's all I have to say, and I probably won't update you for the rest of the night, but I will check in tomorrow. So it's about 10:30 in the morning on the last day of Contemporary-a-thon, and I'm just saying goodbye to this lovely view. It's so pretty. And I'm heading off home. Okay guys, so it's about 10:30 at night, so like pretty much exactly 12 hours since the last time I updated, and I'm just gonna wrap up Contemporary-a-thon for you now because I'm probably gonna do some more reading and get some sleep. I'm definitely not going to finish the Roanoke Girls today. I'm on page 184, so I have just under 100 pages left, and it's really not going to happen. I have a big day at work tomorrow because essentially the person who works on the same product as me has left, so now I have to do all of it myself, so I kind of need my sleep, so I'm not going to force myself to stay awake and finish this book. So I've completed all 6 challenges apart from all 6. That's not right. I've completed 6 out of 7 challenges. The only one that I haven't completed is to read a dark or taboo contemporary, which I was reading the Roanoke Girls for. So thoughts on this book? I really like it. It's a little bit slow moving than the other thriller that I've read, and I'm not sure if the mystery is really driving the story. It's more just learning about the Roanoke girls' lives and the people they knew, or this one particular Roanoke girl knew in the one summer she was there. It's also in a past and present sort of narrative, so you have the summer that she was there and now that she's been called back now that her cousin's missing. But I am liking it. No idea on my rating yet, because with thrillers with me it tends to just come down to how well the ending is done. So the other books that I read for Contemporary-a-thon, the first book that I finished was Archie Volume 1, which I don't have a physical copy of because I got it as an ebook loan from my library. I gave this 5 stars. It was nothing like the show, but I did really enjoy it. I loved the art style and the characters were really, really great, but again, nothing like the TV show. I read this for the challenge, reading a book with pink on the cover, although I wasn't originally supposed to read it for that, and also read a contemporary graphic novel. Then I finished Simon vs. the Homo sapiens Agenda, which I gave 4 stars. I had some problems with this in the beginning because I didn't really like Simon and the writing style took a little bit of getting used to, and also Simon is obsessed with sex. And I'd like to point out that the reason that freaks me out so much is not because I'm a prude or I don't like sexual references in books. It's just because it's so random and out of the blue. Like, it doesn't seem to flow naturally. It'll just be a random conversation and then Simon will be like, oh, I jacked off once to Harry and Draco fanfiction. And it just comes out of nowhere and it just seems really irrelevant. But for 4 stars, thought it was really, really cute in the end. Ended up loving all of the characters and identified with Leah, and while I'm not sure if I'll read The Upside and Unrequited by Becky Albertelli, I am excited to pick up Leah on the Offbeat when that's released. I read Simon for 3 challenges, and that was read a hyped contemporary, read one recommended by a friend, and read a diverse one, and obviously this follows characters from the LGBTQIA+ community. Then the 3rd book I finished was This Modern Love by Will Derbyshire, and I gave this one 5 stars. Really, really loved it. This is a non-fiction collection of love letters from all sorts of age groups and walks of life and people from different countries. And the first part follows the sort of crush stage, the middle part is people in relationships, and the last part is breakups. So I really enjoyed this and would highly recommend it. And this one I read for the challenge to read the most recent contemporary you acquired. So all in all, I would consider Contemporary-a-thon a success. I've had a really busy week, and considering this week started off terribly, I've done really, really well. And I still haven't shown you the Valentine's presents I received, so I will show you them now that I've finally remembered. This is a Willow Funko Pop, which is, Willow's not even one of my favourite characters, but so relevant to Valentine's Day because the other present I received is an Oz Funko Pop, and they are my favourite couple from Buffy, and I love them so much. And thank you to Curtis for buying these to me. I absolutely love them, and they are the cutest. I want to thank Natasha, Chelsea and Julie for hosting this readathon again, and I'm guessing there will be a part 3, and yes, I will be taking part again. I love the Contemporary-a-thon because I'm not really a contemporary reader, and it really gives me the opportunity to read those contemporary books that I do own. So that is everything, and I hope you're all still here watching, although you probably aren't. But that is everything from me, and I will see you guys next Contemporary-a-thon. Bye!